Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Christine Wiggins, and today is Tuesday, September 30th. Coming up on Cullman Today, Cullman proclaims October as Alpha Delta Kappa Month. Cullman County Library Board okays cost-saving steps and a bank switch, plus Miss Senior Cullman County returns in November. All of this, plus sports, weather, and more. Now let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. On Monday, September 29th, Mayor Woody Jacobs designated October 2025 as Alpha Delta Kappa Month in Cullman. Local ADK members accepted the proclamation at City Hall. Representing the Beta Delta chapter were Linda Walker, Myrna Hermits, Tina Hermits, and Lisa Hollett. The Alpha Theta chapter was represented by Mary Ellen Pinion and Barbara Guthrie. Alpha Delta Kappa is an international honor society organization that recognizes and supports outstanding women educators. Founded in Missouri in 1947 and headquartered in Kansas City, membership is honorary and based on peer recognition. Many members are retired educators who continued serving through leadership, development, professional networking, and community projects that strengthen schools and neighborhoods. With more than 1,200 chapters nationwide and abroad, Alabama's first chapter formed in Mobile in 1953. Today, the state has nearly 50 chapters. City leaders highlighted the group's long-standing impact on local classrooms and encouraged residents to recognize the educators who shaped their lives. Cullman's proclamation celebrates the service of ADK members and the community's commitment to excellence in education. The Cullman County Public Library Board held its regular board meeting on Thursday, September 25th, with Director Amber Thornton reporting higher than usual accounting and legal fees in August, primarily due to an annual audit totaling approximately $5,800. The board also discussed increasing monthly accounting costs and voted to consolidate CDs as they mature to help reduce expenses. Members approved moving the library's checking accounts from Alabama Credit Union to Premier Bank for improved community support and service. The board approved a one-year subscription to McNaughton's book leasing program. The service will allow the library to provide more copies of high-demand titles and return books as interest declines. Highlights from the summer included over 240,000 minutes of reading logged, 28,000 books checked out, and the issuance of 576 new library cards. The Bookmobile continues to expand service with homeschool groups and Cullman Christian School and will make appearances at upcoming community events. Fall programming to look out for includes digital literacy classes, a bake sale and art auction, a pumpkin decorating contest, and the spooktacular Storybook 5K. The Colony Library also announced that it will remain open, with a reopening celebration scheduled for October 11th. After a 5-year pause, the Miss Senior Cullman County pageant is back with the theme The Crown Returns. Competition begins Saturday, November 8th at 2 p.m. in the Fairview High School Auditorium. Contestants will be scored in interview, fun fashion, activewear, evening gown, and an onstage question. 2 divisions take the spotlight this year, 4 entrants in Miss Senior Cullman County and 5 in Miss Super Senior Cullman County. The winners advance to represent Cullman County at the Miss Senior Alabama pageant in June 2026. The event honors the legacy of founder Betty Leith Haynes, who launched the local pageant after earning the Miss Senior Alabama title in 1997. Since its start, 22 women have worn the county crown, with the last coronation in 2019. A new board revived the program following renewed interest from local seniors. Community support is encouraged through the People's Choice Award, where each dollar donated counts as a vote. A portion of proceeds benefits Santa for Seniors through the Commission on Aging and Flourish of Cullman. Doors open at 1:30 p.m. Admission is $10 for adults, $5 for ages 6 to 12, and free for children 5 and under. And that's all for our top stories this morning. Coming up, Alabama stuns number 5 Georgia in Athens and snaps a 33-game home streak. Highlights are next. Welcome back. 17th ranked Alabama walked onto Dooley Field in Sanford Stadium and handed 5th-ranked Georgia its first loss of the year, 24-21, snapping the Bulldogs' 33-game home winning streak. Ty Simpson steered the upset with 276 yards on 24 of 38 passing and 3 total touchdowns, 2 through the air and 1 on the ground. Jeremy Bernard and Isaiah Horton caught the scoring passes, with Horton leading the Tide at 65 receiving yards. Alabama's defense tightened after halftime, giving up just 7 points. Bray Hubbard forced the game's lone turnover and piled up 9 tackles, and the Tide logged 6 tackles for loss. Efficiency told the story late. Alabama avoided turnovers for a 3rd straight game, converted 63% on 3rd down, and held Georgia to 25%. Head coach Kalen DeBoer is now 16-3 against AP top 25 teams, including 6-1 versus top 10 opponents and 40-2 in the month of September across his collegiate stops. Alabama's all-time record against AP top 10 foes improves to 87-80-1. Up next, the Tide returns to Bryant-Denny to host Vanderbilt on Saturday, October 4th, with kickoff set for 2:30 in the afternoon on either ABC or ESPN. And that wraps up sports for today. Coming up next, Cullman Gold takes platinum runner-up in regional elementary tournament, and North Alabama Agriplex hosts Backyard Poultry 101. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. While most county teams played in the Cullman Youth Volleyball Tournament, the 6th grade Cullman Gold squad opted for the regional elementary tournament and proved they belong with the North Region's best. The 23-team field included Bob Jones, Hazel Green, Hartselle, East Limestone, Ardmore, and Athens. Cullman surged through the 4 straight wins to reach the championship with bracket victories over Hazel Green, Ardmore, and Athens. In a high-level final, Cullman Gold pushed 7A power Bob Jones before finishing as platinum bracket runner-up. By the numbers, the team went 17-4 in regional play and remained unbeaten and the number 1 seed in county action. Overall, they closed at 32-5, winning 65 of 78 sets while traveling to face top competition across North Alabama. Next up is the Fall League in Guntersville starting Monday. Cullman County EMA and the American Red Cross are recruiting volunteers to help families in crisis. A Shelter Heroes Information Night runs Tuesday, October 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Northbrook Baptist Church in Cullman. Volunteers are needed to open and staff emergency shelters, welcome evacuees, offer comfort, and help distribute meals and supplies so neighbors feel safe during severe weather or house fires. Training is provided by the Red Cross, and opportunities are available for all skill levels. If service is on your heart, register now at redcross.org/volunteer. Bring a friend and help spread the word so Cullman County is ready when the next emergency strikes. Week 6 brought sweeps, shutouts, and one overtime nail biter across the county. Vinemont swept Cullman on the road, Fireplug 20-0, Wee Wee 36-6, Pee Wee 6-0. At Good Hope, the Raiders claimed Fireplug 28-6 and edged Danville 13-12 in Wee Wee overtime, while the Hawks took Pee Wee 20-6. Cold Springs and Holly Pond split. The Eagles won Fireplug 20-7, then the Broncos answered 18-0 in Wee Wee and 44-12 in Pee Wee. West Morgan rolled at Fairview with a 3-game sweep, 18-14, 20-0, and 38-0. Hanceville controlled West Point in the younger divisions, 18-0 in Fireplug and 36-0 Wee Wee, and the Warriors bounced back 40-0 in Pee Wee. Cullman Football Academy logged 2 shutouts, 8U 6-0 over Triumph and 9U 21-0, dropped the 10U game 33-6, and closed with a 12U win 36-6. Thinking about raising chickens, ducks, quail, guineas, or turkeys? The North Alabama Agriplex hosts a hands-on class covering which bird fits your backyard and the best practices for raising poultry for eggs, meat, or bug control. Instructors will walk you through housing, feed, health, predator protection, and local considerations so you can start strong and keep birds thriving year-round. The class fee is $15. Youth ages 12 to 15 must register and attend with a paid registered adult. Seats are limited. To register or learn more, call 256-297-1044 or visit agriplex.org and look for Living Landscapes. If you've been on the fence about starting a small flock, this is a practical, beginner-friendly way to get your questions answered and bring fresh eggs and fewer bugs home. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead. I'll be right back after this quick message. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast. Tuesday stays sunny and pleasant with a high near 85. Light northeasterly breeze picks up in the afternoon. Tuesday night turns partly cloudy and comfortable, dipping to around 62. Wednesday brings more sunshine and another warm, low humidity day near 85. Winds stay light, turning easterly during the afternoon. Wednesday night is mostly clear and mild, low near 62, with a light east-southeast breeze after midnight. It's a quiet, dry stretch, great for outdoor plans and fall sports practices. And that wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. And remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Until then, I'm Christine Wiggins with Cullman Today. Have a wonderful day, Cullman.